everybody, this is Amalia, and I'm here today with the Not Too Shabby Stamp and Die of the month. This is going to be a hop and giveaway. Today I'm going to be working with the central image of this Spread Your Wings stamp and die set, and I'll be using my watercolor crayons. I have several watercolor crayons, but I'll be using my Stampin' Up! Ones. Even though they are very old and they don't make them anymore, they are still nice and creamy and easy to use. I've chosen my colors and I'm just scrubbing the crayons over the stamped image. I'm trying to use green for an area that has leaves, and I'll use a flower color over the flower part of the butterfly. You don't have to be precise here. I'm just scribbling color all over some areas. I use some other colors together with those colors that complement one another, and you don't have to be precise. In fact, I had to embrace imperfection in this particular exercise. Once you've got your colors down, I'm taking a spray bottle. This is the Tim Holtz spray bottle that I just love. It works really well. And I'm going to spray a little bit of water on top of it and then stamp my image out on watercolor paper. And here is where I have to embrace imperfection. So the image is going to be colorful because of the crayons we used, but if you spritz a little bit too much water, you may lose some of the detail, but that's okay. I want more of an ethereal kind of look to this. And again, we're embracing the imperfection. It's going to look good in the end because I have a few more steps to go, but we're going to keep stamping. This Spread Your Wings stamp and die set of the month is really beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen one like this with the floral images and the butterfly images together, and the sentiments are really beautiful. I'm enjoying playing with this particular stamp set, and if you're interested in getting the stamp and die of the month this month, it's $32.99 for the stamp and die, and if you choose to subscribe and get the monthly stamp and die of the month, you'll save 18% on the total price of the stamp and die. There's limited availability, so definitely check out the link below and place your order if you like this stamp set as well as I do. Color your image with the watercolor crayons, spray it with some water, stamp it on your watercolor paper, and voila. This one came out much better. I'm still going to try and sop up some of the puddles in there to help it dry a little bit faster. This is a hop and a giveaway, so be sure to use the hashtag N2S Spread Your Wings to check out all the other designers in the hop. And the prize is a $25 card to the Not Too Shabby shop, and this will remain open from February 7th through 11:59 p.m. February 13th. The winner will be announced on the Not Too Shabby channel, and to be eligible, you have to visit each stop on the hop, leave a comment, and then enter the Rafflecopter that I'm going to leave below in the description box. I'll also leave a link with a code for 10% off if you make any purchases at the Not Too Shabby shop. Now, as you can see, I decided to use black ink. This happens to be Memento, but you could use almost any black ink. It doesn't really matter. And I'm stamping the image in black over the existing watercolored image, and it really brings out the definition. I'm not making it perfect. I'm not stamping over it more than once to get a perfectly black outline. I like the imperfections. I like the ethereal quality that it has, and again, I'm going through more steps. This is just the second step in this particular card. Let's take a look at one or two more. I made a total of 8 cards. I don't want to show you every single one of them in process, but let's take a look at one or two more. And you'll see how each one of them is unique and lovely in its own right. And here is the next step. So I've got my splat box out to protect my other surfaces from getting splattered. I've got some gold watercolor paint and I've got some red watercolor paint. I made it nice and liquidy and I'm using a kind of bristle kind of brush to splat some gold paint all over my butterflies. I started out with the gold watercolor paint and now I'm going in with the red watercolor paint and just splattering color everywhere. I used the heat gun to help the drying process speed up, but it was taking too long, so I just grabbed a piece of paper towel and dried it that way. And in my final embellishment, I've decided to use some Versamark to emboss in gold the following sentiment. Whisper I love you to a butterfly, and it will fly to heaven to deliver your message. I'm using the world's greatest embossing powder in gold to emboss the sentiment. Remember to let your heat gun run for a little bit to warm up, and then heat the back side of your card first before you melt the embossing powder. This helps to keep your paper from warping. Here are my cards for the Spread Your Wings Stamp and Die of the Month from the Not Too Shabby shop. I'll leave more information in the description for you. Before I show you my cards, please leave a comment below and like and subscribe. The theme is the same for each card. The sentiment is exactly the same for each card. I put some enamel dots basically in the same place on each card. Each card has the same splatter in gold in a red color, and yet each butterfly is completely different. And that's what I really love about this technique and what I love about this stamp set. It's so delicate and feminine. I really love this. The gold paint splatters really sparkle in the light, and that embossing powder is called Mirror Gold, and it certainly is a really good quality embossing powder. Remember, folks, there are no mistakes, there are only design choices, and embrace imperfection. Go with it. Thanks so much for stopping by, everybody. I really appreciate you. Bye!